Hello and welcome everyone to your Tuesday edition of the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here with the top 8 stories that you need to know for your day. We've got a lot of big news on today's show, including a look at your forecast in just a little bit. But first, our top story of the day. The Grand Rapids Police Department is asking for help from the Rockford community for any sign of a missing 16-year-old. Cortez McConnor was last seen on October 26, when he and two of his friends took off from police. The friends were later found by police, but McConnor was not with them, and they did not say that the teen was with them at all. GRPD Chief Eric Windstrom said that it's possible that McConnor is actively hiding in fear that he could be in trouble by police, but Windstrom said that they just want to bring him home safely. A $4,000 reward has been offered for any information on the case by McConnor's family. If you would like to report any information to police, you can contact them at 616-456-3380. Heading over to Allendale Township now, where authorities say 2 people were injured in a 4-car crash Monday afternoon. According to the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office, the crash happened around 4:30 p.m. near the intersection of Lake Michigan Drive and 60th Avenue. It started when one driver tried avoiding another car that was turning in front of him, but then lost control of his vehicle, which led to him crashing into 2 other cars that were involved in the crash. The 2 people that were injured were taken to a nearby hospital, but their conditions have yet to be released at this time. And some news down in Kalamazoo now, as a 5% water increase for drinking water could be coming soon, as those who rely on the city for that utility. The increase is part of a proposal presented by the City Commission in recent meetings. This comes as major upgrades to the water system in the city are now underway. There are other proposed water-related rate increases in Kalamazoo, including 12% for wastewater. Even with the increases, though, Public Service Director James Baker said the city still has some of the lowest rates in the state. There will be a final vote on these proposals coming in December. And winter is on its way, and while you could brace for the snow and cold temperatures here in West Michigan, you can also head on down to Florida, and one airline at Gerald R. Ford Airport is helping you out with that. Allegian Air announced today that it will be adding 2 new nonstop destinations from the Gerald R. Ford International Airport to Myrtle Beach and Jacksonville. One-way fares for those flights will be as low as $59. We do have some time before the routes can be booked, though. The plan is to start having them leave the airports in May of next year. And it's that time of year again when retired baseball players hope to get selected to join the National Baseball Hall of Fame, arguably one of the hardest feats to achieve in all of sports, and 3 former Detroit Tigers are now on the ballot. Those are Curtis Granderson, Ian Kinsler, and Fernando Rodney, who all had memorable moments during their stints with the Tigers here in Detroit. The 2025 class will be announced on January 21st, 2025, and players must get it named on at least 75% of all of the votes and ballots casted. Players who do not reach that criteria do have a total of 10 years, though, to finally have their names called and join the Hall. New documents released by Canada's Department of National Defense may put to bed the rumors of aliens being shot down over Lake Huron. The report started in February 2023 when an unidentified flying object was shot down by a fighter jet before it fell into the waters below. Initial reports said that it was an octagonal shape and had strings hanging off of it, which led to the belief that it could possibly be aliens. Well, it turns out it was reportedly just a weather monitoring balloon that did not pose a military threat, but could have hindered some domestic air traffic, which is why they decided to shoot it down. It was just one of 3 UFO sightings that spanned in a matter of weeks in the U.S. and Canada during that time back in February 2023. And speaking of weather monitoring, that's exactly what Storm Team 8 does day in and day out. So let's get you a look at your forecasts now with the help of Storm Team 8 meteorologist Sarah Flynn.
And the morning showers will come to a close this afternoon, with the exception of an isolated drizzle or sprinkle. It is going to be a cloudy day, but a warm one, with those high temperatures reaching the low 60s. You'll notice again most of those showers out of here by the afternoon, but you'll notice a couple green specks popping up, indicating what could be an ongoing drizzle or an isolated shower. Into Wednesday morning, we'll see a few more showers start to take shape before a heavier rain passes through in the late morning and early afternoon. And eventually we could be talking a few snowflakes. Not on Wednesday, though. Temperatures will tumble throughout the day, by the way, so we'll see our afternoon high near about 43 degrees. And then into Thursday, we'll start off near freezing, which again could make a little bit of a slushy situation for us. Not a whole lot of accumulation, if anything, though, is expected. Temperatures will peak in the low 40s, so if we do see a little bit of a light dusting of snow, it will melt almost immediately. Rain chances continue for the end of the week. Our next dry day is Sunday with an active pattern continuing into next week.
And thank you, Sarah. We end today's show by looking towards the future over at John Ball Zoo. The zoo released its 2025 master plan today, which outlines goals and planned projects for the next decade at the zoo. Some of these plans include bringing giraffes to West Michigan, something I'm very excited about, creating a new event center on the campus that can seat up to 400 people, expanded parking options, and the return of sea lions to the zoo. The plan also outlines a South American forest, which will include capybaras, jaguars, and a 30-foot waterfall, and will all be enclosed in a climate-controlled dome, making it one of the largest habitats in all of North America. You could check out some of the renderings and what else is coming. That is all laid out in that master plan right now inside our story on woodtv.com. All right, well, that is going to do it for us today on the Daily 8. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. We will be back again tomorrow with 8 more stories for your Wednesday. Hopefully everybody has a great rest of their day. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we will see you next time.